to the next episode of the College Football Dynasty with the University of Michigan. This will more than likely be the final season of this dynasty. This will more than likely be the second to last season of the dynasty. As in just a few months, in just a few weeks, College Football 26 will release, and we will start a dynasty on there, more than likely with smaller schools. But Michigan takes on Nebraska on the road today. So, Michigan Nebraska It's time to play Nebraska. See you at halftime. Thanks for watching.
Home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport, where once again Memorial Stadium will be sold out. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Here's the handoff. Open space at the 25. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
Yeah, and I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Unloads quickly. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. give to the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the run, it's Montgomery. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. That's his fourth first down run, and we're still in the first half, and Michigan has a great legacy of tough running backs who churned out first downs, whether it's Tyrone Wheatley or Mike Hart or Tim Biakabatuka.
And those guys obviously were great backs, but it's a great mindset. It's a team that's going to establish exactly who they are. Midwest, tough, big physical. Whoever's playing running back usually has success, and that hasn't changed today.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. He's looking to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Deep throw off his back foot. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. The inside handoff. And more yards after contact. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Trying to find his man on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Got rid of it just in time.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in the 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Fires to the right. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
in perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And that pass picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring.
Sorry, guys, I completely missed halftime, but some stats midway through the third quarter. Beach, 4 for 10, 61 yards and a pick. Wow. Joe Montgomery, 6 for 62 and a touchdown. With a 39-yard touchdown run. But 10-7 Michigan lead just after halftime, midway through the third. We'll see you at the end of the game. Thanks for watching.
Find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Makes his man miss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
He now has 74 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Snagged in the middle. It's Nowaski. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 31 to Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 4 wideout set, 3 of them to the left on second and 10. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking for a gap. It's Bannon. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
The Wolverines have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Figueroa. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They believe they can run right here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the runs.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got
nothing but green ahead. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What a catch and run for 6. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Moving away from pressure. At the 45, on its way. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Working the middle, it's complete.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. Final minute of play. Guys, it's all tied up. Stage is set for some serious drama.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. This for the lead and very likely the win. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll throw it on first down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the right side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Huskers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incomplete.
Michigan will fall on the road to Nebraska. Nebraska late game heroics to win the ball game.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have
Gabe
penalties.
Hofstein,
Do those
there
things,
you see
David,
his
and it'll
stats.
beat you every time.
That's the difference
QB
between winning and
stats,
losing.
9
It's
of
the
19,
small things.
161,
Find those
2
things that you need to
picks.
improve on.
While
Keep
Michigan
working on
had
them. Keep
3
developing
or
those
2
things you
rushing
do well.
touchdowns, not
Yeah, let's do
Candy.
those. Let's do more of
Joe
those things and be
Montgomery.
more consistent.
So that's going to do
Kicking
it for
wise,
us. For Jesse
Savage
Palmer,
2
David
for
Pollack,
3.
I'm Reese Davis saying
Michigan
so long.
loses
This
to
has been
Nebraska
another
24-20
presentation of EA Sports College
on the road. Next week against Ohio State will be the biggest game of the season. And this is the first time we've lost 2 games in a season in a while. Moses Hood commits to the Michigan Wolverines, as does Nazir Dunbar. Carl Vales also commits, 3 commits to the Michigan Wolverines. We fall to number 10 in the country after our loss to Nebraska. And we will play Ohio State next week. Penn State number 1, Oregon 2, Georgia 3, Cal 4, Miami 6 or 5, Mississippi State 6, Nebraska 7, Florida 8, LSU 9, we're number 10. The updated college football playoff bracket, as you see the rest of the top 25 right there. The updated bracket. We wouldn't even make the playoffs. We would not even make the playoffs right now. We would play Texas in the Reliant West Bowl. So, Michigan will play Ohio State at home next week. We look forward to playing the Buckeyes. So,
let's get out of that. Let's go to the Dynasty. Go react to my custom team, I hope. With the Billy. Oh, I don't like that. What is going on with that head? Taking equity. Really retired. We have $28 million apparently. Cool. I don't know if the I guess I could could spend all day customizing this. It's nice that you can do that, but I don't feel like it. But and SEC, but there's no real team process. But we'll stick with it. I'm not going to customize every single one of them, but it's like you have to put it in what you want. It's great. That's cool. Do it, boys. We're going to see the best scouts probably getting.
Well, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Next week is the game against Ohio State.